Where are you headed to today, Ollie? How far?
I'm not exactly sure.
Really?
Yeah. Beautiful. They're not usually like that. They usually look like little. It's chickens. Putting on a show for you right now. Yeah. And it may chase your car. It's definitely a grouse because they're really aggressive like that.
Wow.
That is so cool. It looks like a cross between a lion and a peacock and a.
Yeah.
We're on our hike today. Helva came upon our group when we were getting out of the shuttle. Andy came up with a song of doing like karaoke trivia. So far, Indiana J, me, Helva have sang while people guessed. Now Sarah's about to sing while others guess. You get points for if people can guess your song, and you get points if you guess the name and artist correctly.
For my air piano to it. And then it goes, if you're ever unsatisfied with the way life treats you, you know you can count on me to take good care of you. I love you, honey, oh yes I do, you know that's true, of course. And if your cat or tiger dies, I'll buy either you a horse. Horse, you my true one, I call you my true one. Singing made you just take off.
I'm exactly 2 miles away from the Brushy Mountain outpost where we're going to be eating. Doing really good making it there, but my foot is absolutely killing. When I say I'm doing good, I mean I'm just pushing through the pain. As you can see right here, I'm going through a section of like a bunch of trees that have black all over them. I'm assuming there must have been a forest fire of some sort here. For the last half mile before we get to the place we're gonna eat, we walk on the stone road, and right now we're pretty high up. Down there is a interstate of some sort, and then there's buildings over there. So yeah, once again, everything is very different than when we started. It's not like the typical trail community we had once we got to Virginia. A lot of stuff changed. Seeing a lot of interstates now. Walking by some power lines right now. Go to town. So these are huge. Never seen power lines like this big, especially on the AT so far. Got my food, and then I headed outside. Had to wait a little bit because there was a little bit of a miscommunication between the workers, but got a bacon cheeseburger and some deep fried Oreos. It looks like Cushy Life and Trigger and Indiana J and I are all heading up to the next tent site or shelter, probably the next shelter. That definitely makes sense because I need water. But yeah, so I got another 2.something miles for the day. One thing I'm noticing is I'm feeling every little bit of these stones in my shoe. I actually think my sole is wearing so thin in some parts that it's like not even it's not even working as like protection. It's actually coming right through into my foot, so I think that might be a major cause of my tendonitis. Who knows? I gotta get new shoes though, like ASAP. I gotta figure out town to send them to and everything. My shirt has tons of lines of white and stuff from all of my salt that I sweated out of my pores today. The interesting thing is the sides of my hair, I sort of brushed it out a little bit, but the sides of my hair feel like they have gel. I actually could see the white parts in my hair, like here and here, from the salt drying up. It's crazy. So that just shows how much I sweated today. Alright, gonna figure out where the trail goes. Looks like it crosses this really dangerous bend in the highway. I do not like this part. And now we're going down towards the interstate. This is so weird. I think it was during that slack pack into Hot Springs where I said, oh, we're crossing over our first road via bridge. This is how it's gonna get the further north we go, because I know that's how Jersey is, and apparently it starts like that over here. So yeah, we're heading down, I think, this road to go across that little bridge over the interstate. Well, that is a sign I have not seen before on the AT. I have sweat dripping down my face like crazy right now, and I'm just stopping like every 0.10 miles. I feel like a mess right now. Gonna have to figure out something to make sure I'm feeling good throughout the day. Like I have to figure out how to get more electrolytes or something, because this is crazy. Like my face is just drenched and I'm only like, I don't even know, 0.5 up this hill or something. I have no idea. Oh man. I slept right here last night, right behind the shelter. I'm heading out now, trying to get to, I believe it's Trent's Grocery. So it's something very similar to what we just had yesterday. That's about 16 miles. There is a hostel that's, I don't remember, somewhere between 10 and 12 miles from here, called the Lick Skillet Hostel. Just starting up off this blue blaze back to the trail. I'm already, I can feel it. It feels very similar to when I overdid it when I was going into Hot Springs. And then the next day, I only had like 3 miles to go to Hot Springs, but I could barely do it. That's how I feel now. So definitely sweated out all my electrolytes yesterday, and my whole body's messed up, which I knew because I woke up around 11:30 last night and stayed up for 2 hours because I was feeling all weird. Like my chest started to hurt and everything was just aching. So I picked a destination for today. It's going to be the Lick Skillet Hostel. The one I mentioned was before Trent's Grocery. I just passed a guy who said that he was there last night, and it's a all donation based hostel. He has like food and soda, all that, right at his hostel. So I mean, that sounds like a good situation considering it's not that far away, that I don't gotta push myself all the way to Trent's Grocery. The guy, when he's going by, also he started off going, "Are you okay in water?" And I said, no. So like everyone's having problems with water. So he mentioned the upcoming water, which I cannot wait to get to. I cannot wait to get to it. I'm only 5 miles into my day and I'm absolutely dying right now. And there it is. 600 miles with an exclamation point. Took a longer break down by the water. I actually caught up with Helva for a bit there. But yeah, I feel a lot better. Crazy. As soon as you start to get a little bit dehydrated, overheated, your body just stops functioning very quickly. So anyways, I finally got to this sign. Yeah, made it to the jet skis not allowed sign. So I'm at the Lick Skillet Hostel. This is the outdoor section. Right here, it's a big mishmash of a bunch of stuff. Well, first let me just get that out of the way. Over here is the sink area, the porta potty, and then in here you have the washing machine, the dryer's inside, place where you can wash your dishes, and the shower stall. And this is the inside. So we have a bunch of stuff that Trail Angels left the other day, like around Easter. So all of this stuff is free. Pretty crazy. Got bars and candy and Krispy Kreme donuts. And then over here in the fridge you have your whole drink supply. So you got soda, all sorts of stuff. And then for breakfast tomorrow we're gonna be having this, I think it's like a quiche or something. Tonight one of the guys made steak. You have a bunch of books you can choose from, DVDs, and then there's all the sleeping arrangements. Mister, come here. Mister, come here. So I was just offered to slack pack with Mister, the dog. So I will be doing a lower mile day, which is actually good for me. And when Mr. saw I had the leash, which is on the pool table right now, he got really hyper. So he knows he's going for a hike. He's been running all around and following me. And tonight, someone is donating a whole ziti salad meal. So we'll be also having some good food tonight. Over here is the waterfall area. I think we're at Dismal Falls. Mister's over there. Oh great, choked in water. He was gone for a little bit. I don't know where he was. He comes from behind me, flying down the path. On a suspension bridge right now. I was going across and just saw a bat flying towards me. It was just flying right here. Came probably 10 or 15 feet away from me and then turned around. Mister's staring me down right now. Trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, I've never been on a suspension bridge yet on the AT, so this is the first one. This is a really nice spot. You ready? Go! Can you get that one? He was a little timid of the water before. The landscape is a lot more enjoyable today. As you can see, really green, lots of water. It is a really, really nice hike today. I gotta give a big shout out to the Lick Skillet Hostel. Yesterday, the owner gave me salts, like Epsom salts for a foot bath. And this morning, he pulls out like a Dr. Scholl's electric foot bubbler tub and gives me Epsom salts. He puts it out there and he dumps it all out for me. I didn't have to do any of the work. That was just so cool. Like, to be able to take care of my feet better and have someone who cared enough to sort of push me to do it. So yeah, my feet are feeling a lot better today. I'm back at Dismal Falls, where I got dropped off yesterday. Gonna redo some of the trail that Mister and I did by accident. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm glad I get to stop by here again. It started raining about 10 minutes ago or so, as expected. It's been raining all day. I just left during a little bit of a window where it wasn't raining. I love rain hiking, so I'm actually really enjoying today. This is, once again, another fun experience that I haven't really been doing recently. I definitely would say like water's my element, so whenever I can walk through even just puddles or creeks like this, I really, really love to do it. But yeah, they're expecting thunderstorms around 4 to 5 o'clock or something, and I'm hoping I don't get caught in some lightning, but some rain and thunder I don't care about. I just had my first fall while on trail hiking. I was going across this wooden bridge and then went to step on these logs, just one and then two, and I just sort of, I don't know, just because the wetness, my foot just went out and I felt completely on my butt. Like there was no like just like whoa, it was like feet went out and then I fell like 3 feet. I felt my spine crack. I almost fell in this puddle, which is like probably like almost a foot deep, but luckily I landed on this. Sort of did like a body check. My first thought was, alright, body check, alright, I'm okay. Is pain starting to get overwhelming? All that. And so far it feels like my thigh that I landed on right here, it just feels like it's starting to burn. Wow, that was lucky. Lucky I didn't fall in the puddle. Lucky that I did not like hurt my back more. I took a break at the shelter back there. I saw a bedpan, someone who has been hiking around us for the last 3 weeks or so. I told him, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna either push to the tent site or try to make all the way to the Woods Hole Hostel, which is the really famous hostel. I was hoping to make it to yesterday, but instead I slack packed. After making that fall, I definitely am just feeling really weird. I feel like my neck is killing. That's actually what hurts, is my neck of all things. I fell flat on my butt and my neck is what hurts. My head feels a little weird. I feel like I may have shaken my brain up a little bit when I fell. It was a really drastic fall, like feet just went flying out. No friction whatsoever on that log. It's pretty windy up here. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to camp where I was planning on because it's just way too windy. There's no way my tent's gonna stay up in this. This is like the type of weather that moved my tent down the other couple days. This might be worse than Grayson Highlands, A's, Baz Ashcap. Plus it's really dangerous with all of these I think a lot of them are dead trees. I'm gonna try to call because now I got a little bit of service. So I'm gonna try to call and see if I can get there late to Woods Hole Hostel. It'll be good that I don't to have an experience where I don't miss out on it, because that's one where people talk about it. So I'd love to even be able to just see it for a little bit. Easier to walk on. So making miles really quick right now. The wind's pretty bad. There's this like roaring / howling noise that I was thinking was like an interstate down below, but now I'm actually thinking that that's the incoming wind that's howling. It just sounds like 18-wheelers are passing by. I made it to the road. I'm now walking what says half a mile down the road to Woods Hole Hostel. The end of the trail was really, really fun. I'm glad I did do extra. I wasn't just lying in my tent in the wind. The only problem was the very end of it got to the point where there was huge boulders and I was going like down 10-foot drops, and one time when I went to step on one of the big boulders, it was at a slight slant, and as soon as my feet went on, I was just sliding across the whole boulder, and there was a pretty big drop, and I was able to use my poles so I didn't fall, but I was picturing like my second fall of the day happening.